The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And his first look is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll make it third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Right through it. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And the wideout in motion. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
third and long. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And his third year on is the punter Bradley Pinion to kick it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to get this one to the rookie, Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Going deep here for Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Fighting his way through contact.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And yes, home is where the heart is. And for Robert Woods, it's Los Angeles. He played college football at USC right here in this stadium.
And probably feels comfortable out there. He was an All-American as a Trojan in 2011.
Yeah, really trained to be an NFL player. I mean, he watched a lot of NFL cut-ups and tapes of wide receivers while he was in college before joining them on this stage.
To throw on second down is gone. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, gone. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And that would 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They hand off to their big tight end. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
Loving it. That's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. Garoppolo throwing on second. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now Austin. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And some space here. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And to give this time to the tailback. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the rookie from Boston College, John Johnson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Carson Palmer with one touchdown pass thus far. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
No. Check. Patriots.
The slot man in motion right. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from Boston College, John Johnson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough job to contain them.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Goff now looks to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd and 2, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs. And
confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Boom, over. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from Boston College, John Johnson. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald off to a big start catching the football in that one. Up over 100 yards already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Ethan Westbrooks coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Let's go. Blue landed. All right, now, lucky 56.
Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Gurley. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
It's good to make it 17-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter, even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Garoppolo to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Again, they run with Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They give him a gain of 37. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now a give running left for Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go now. 3, 19.
They go play action here on 1st down. Airing it deep for Garcon. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go now. Green 30. Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, now Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. And that leads to a San Francisco first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Play action. Garoppolo. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Ebukam in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now gone. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Goff going to throw it. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And able to find Green. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Los Angeles, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.